Hello and welcome to another episode of NewsX podcast. We are joined by Meenal Bhatnagar, a wedding planner. Great to have you here, ma'am, on the We Women Want 2026 conclave. How is the session
for
going
inviting
for you
me.
so far?
The session's been quite interesting actually. I think you guys have put this really eclectic mix of people from different genres, and especially I thought our panel was really entertaining to speak the least, because it was about everyone who has anything to do with a couple's journey
Yes,
sometimes.
absolutely.
So I thought it was an interesting dynamic.
Ma'am, let's talk about your journey and let's talk about your field because the wedding season's coming up.
Yes.
You will be very busy in the next few months. So let's talk about that journey for you and firstly, and also about, because this is a women's conclave, what the word women means for you.
So, my journey started more than a decade ago. I started an event management company. At that time, the distinction of a wedding planning company or an event management, there was a very slight difference. You basically
Right.
were in the business of organizing events, which is how I started. So, while kind of charting the course, I decided that I wanted to be more involved in like private events with families. That's where my calling was. Designing spaces, planning, curating events, trying to figure out how to make the whole journey like stress free for people. And yeah, so that's how I started. As a woman, I feel like the representation in the wedding industry, we have a great representation. You see a lot of women starting their own companies now in different like part of like sections of this industry. So you have planners, you have designers, you have hospitality experts, you have people who bring great entertainment, and all of these are women led. So I'm
Right.
quite proud of the movement that we've started.
Right.
And it's one industry where I feel like we've outnumbered men. And I think we owe it to the fact that women have a better understanding a lot of times, and I'm not generalizing it, but a lot of times I feel like we understand interpersonal relationships with a little bit more depth, I feel. We bring in a little bit more creativity sometimes. So all of that,
And just the
it's
touch.
favorable. Yeah, I think
That
women's
spark,
touch is
yeah.
the spark. So yeah, I think that women have really led this industry.
Right.
Even fashion designers, jewelry designers, you see a lot of women finding their own sort of
Absolutely.
niche thanks to this ever growing industry, and it's only here to stay.
So I want to then understand how has the wedding industry changed? Have you seen a drastic change over the past few years, or do you
Yes.
think it's slowly growing?
No, so you know,
We had
actually,
a COVID phase as well.
yeah, I
where
was just going to
everybody-
bring that up.
Yeah.
That I feel like the whole industry and the whole space is divided into two phases. One was before COVID,
Yeah.
and the other was after COVID. And I don't know what we owe this explanation to, but I feel like post COVID, our industry has grown tremendously.
Okay.
A lot of it has to do with the fact that when people sat at home for 2 years, there was a lot of sort of transformation of thought, maybe in the way people looked at love, people looked at celebration, people looked at financial capabilities, spends, suddenly when the whole COVID lockdown
Yeah.
finished and we started normalizing life again, suddenly there was no holding back. People just went all out. Like suddenly India became this large destination. I feel a lot of it is also with this whole Make in India thing. We are really promoting ourselves globally, right? In as an industry as well. So suddenly you saw all these NRIs coming to India. More hotels opening up, businesses flourishing, large weddings being back in fashion. So I feel like we are here to stay, and it's a pretty growing platform because one would think that after COVID we would learn the meaning of intimate weddings, smaller numbers, and all of that. But what I've seen, the biggest change after COVID is that you see more authentic weddings. I'm not sure if that means intimate, because I can have a 300 people authentic
Yeah,
wedding as well, which is personal and customized to who I am. And I can see a 50 people performative wedding as well.
You know,
So-
that brings me to my next question because do you believe that a lot of people are in it because of the shosha, or like you mentioned, authentic feelings?
I feel like
Can
we
you
as a country
categorize
come
them?
from different pools of thought, and we can't generalize ourselves. So there's no common sort of like string that attaches our mentalities. Now, you have lots of communities that still get married for very traditional reasons,
True.
where it's the coming together of two families or a sort of business alliance or whatever the reason may be. And then there's this whole new dating app wedding
Yeah.
generation that has also come about, where people meet on their own terms. Families get introduced later. The kids decide what they want, and those weddings are also happening. So because there's a mix and match of so many different people coming together from different backgrounds and spaces, that there's no uniformity in terms of it taking a certain shape.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I guess we have all kinds of different dynamics taking
But
place
then
at
I've
weddings.
also noticed, maybe that's my understanding or that's my Instagram algorithm telling me,
Yeah.
but a lot of people have shifted, like you mentioned, to smaller, intimate weddings and to more maybe religious settings. We are seeing weddings being planned at temples or really shrines someplace, secluded. So, what do you have to say on that front?
So I feel like again, there's no concept of only intimate works and large-scale weddings can't be personal.
Yeah.
It's everybody's own emotion. Now, earlier we used to feel that 10 years ago, when people used to come to, like families would come and brief us about their event, the parents would be like the deciding factors, and the wedding would be organized for the couple. As we've seen this trend change, it's the couples who lead the wedding now. So when the younger generation comes in, we are hoping they come in together for the right reasons. So if love is to be celebrated, then they want that to be the sort of main focus of their event. And a lot of couples come to us and say, it's not about the numbers. For a lot of people, even a 300 people wedding can be small. But if you go to a American family or someone in the West and say, oh, we have 300 people coming, they think it's a gigantic event, right? So it's all it's relative, subjective, whatever. But a lot of people who are getting married now, I feel, are wanting their weddings to be more experiential and personal, rather than it being performative or about, oh, this is the new trend on Instagram, so we must have it on
All right, ma'am. Thank
at
you
our
so
wedding.
much for this session and absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.